I've got a full lineup of these Milwaukee cordless tools. There's ratchets, drills, lights, die grinders, polishing wheels, you name it. I use every one of them in the shop every day. But if I had to give all of them up and keep just one of these, it's this one. That's the Milwaukee M12 3/8 Stubby Impact. I use it on calipers, suspension bolts, engine mounts, and even valve covers. It's compact enough to fit anywhere, strong enough to break bolts loose that really shouldn't come out, and it's light enough that I never really get tired of holding it. It's not the biggest, it's not the flashiest like some high-end brands, but day in and day out, this thing is bulletproof. It's the tool I trust the most. Let's check it out. You guys probably know I've been working on cars for a long time, but I want to tell you, this is my introduction to cordless battery-powered electric tools. So this is really the first tool that I ever bought and actually used on a regular basis. There were other tools that I paid for that were kind of gimmicky, didn't really do what I wanted them to do. But this tool here by Snap-on is what kind of got me started in the cordless world. Now, I love this thing. This is probably my 4th generation of this tool. I've used it for a long time. But along the way, I was looking for an inexpensive replacement to this. These are not cheap. And I came across these Milwaukee impact tools. Now, these things were so inexpensive. I said, well, let me just give it a try. So I bought a pair of these, came with this and a cordless drill. And I got to tell you, from that moment on, I was hooked on these things. I love the way they feel in the hand. I like the way they work. And these are just probably what drove me to the Milwaukee brand in the first place. It's not something I love Milwaukee or, you know, DeWalt tools are cool. There's all kinds of great tools out there. Obviously, Snap-on stuff is good if you're willing to pay the price. So, but when I bought this tool, it was a game changer for me. It got me in the Milwaukee world. And then I started looking for some tools that I could use along with those batteries. And I started evolving into a couple of other renditions of some of these tools, the flashlights and other things. And it slowly started expanding my base as some of these tools became available. Now, as far as the 3/8 impact goes, I have an earlier version of that, and that's this one. So this was my first attempt into a 3/8 drive electric impact. And I gotta say, it fell short a little bit of my mark. It wasn't great. I was a little disappointed. I thought, I have used the heck out of it. You can see this thing is pretty worn out, but didn't quite suit my needs. I thought there was a better product out there, but I gotta tell you, once this Stubby impact tool came out, kind of a game changer for me. I love this tool. I use it on everything every day. I can't live without it. Wasn't kidding about that. This thing doesn't ever leave my side. Let me tell you what I like about this thing the most, and it's really just the versatility of it. This thing does everything. You can turn the power down, you can turn the power all the way up and get lug nuts loose. I'll show you here in a second what it's capable of. And I can tell you probably one of the downsides I had is that you really just, to get the most out of this tool, you really got to upgrade to a better battery pack. So if you're using one of these other tools that has this 1.5 amp battery pack on it, it's not going to get the full potential out of this thing. I try to run these on the 6.0 battery, or even the 5.0 battery works really good with it. It'll obviously work on some of the other ones, but to get full functionality of it, I recommend you get a bigger battery. I've got tons of these batteries laying around. They're all over the place. I've got tons of chargers. So for me, it's just easy. This thing has got good battery life. It's got plenty of power. It pretty much just does everything. But let's take an example here of some things that it'll take off. I've got a couple of lug nuts I want to show you. It's pretty awesome. Let's go ahead and give you a couple of demos here. I've got this Toyota engine up here. I'm going to zip some valve cover bolts off for you. Nice and easy. You'd expect that from any 3/8 drive impact tool. How about a couple of engine mount brackets? No problem. This thing is really great when you're working on the front of an engine, whether you're doing timing covers, water pump, these types of things. It's just really great to zip all these bolts out. You can take your pulleys off. You know, any of these bolts here will come out super easy. Over here, even lug nuts usually aren't a problem. Let's check it out. No big deal. There you have it. So I hope you can see how powerful this tool is. I wish I could put it in your hands and let you feel the weight. So I love this thing. It has completely replaced my air power tools. This Snap-on gun I haven't touched in years. And as a matter of fact, I can tell you there's a new Stubby M12 fuel tool out now. I don't even have it. It's got some new features on it and stuff. This thing I've had for years, and I literally just about every day it gets used, more than once a day. So this thing has held up really well, and I'm really impressed with it. You know, as a matter of fact, this tool led me into buying the big 1/2-inch drive for bigger stuff. I can do subframe bolts and all kinds of stuff with that. So I've really become a fan of this line of tools over the years just by using them and slowly adding onto my collection. And I can't say there's any products in here that I have that I don't like. So again, I'm not trying to sell Milwaukee. I'm not a Milwaukee rep. I'm not getting anything out of Milwaukee, and they're not paying me to say anything. I'm just letting you guys know the truth. When you watch my videos and you've seen the one on my tool collection, in there you see these tools up in my cart, the stuff I use every day. They're well worn. It's not like I bought these things for a video, but I'm just sharing this with you because this tool in particular is probably something you should have in your arsenal. There's no reason to go out and spend more money on some other product. I think these things are right around 200 bucks. You'll probably spend another $100 on a good battery and you'll be off and running with this thing. So I hope this inspires you a little to take a peek at this tool. It's going to be probably one of your favorites if you're doing a lot of work on cars, especially if you're a technician and you don't own one of these. As a matter of fact, if you're a technician, I guarantee you walk into any shop, you're probably going to see these things. That's how good they are. I've got guys in my shop now, they all go buy them because once they started borrowing mine, they're like, I gotta have one of those too. Now I can't keep them away from my 6-amp batteries, okay? So it's just that good and worth talking about, and I thought it was worth making a video about because I've had some other people comment on this tool as well when they saw it in my toolbox. So there you have it. I hope you find this helpful. I hope you enjoy this tool if you get it. I'm sure you will. Leave me some comments if you've already got one and you use it. Let other people know what you think about it as well. And we've got more great content for you. Check it out here, and we'll see you in the next video.